Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and this is Budget with Taylor. So hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be budgeting my second paycheck for the month of May and reallocating some things, which is why I have my cash tray here. So I'll be unstuffing, so I'll be reallocating, unstuffing you and showing you guys where everything is gonna go. And then when I do my cash stuffing video, I will cash stuff the money that I am unstuffing today. If I'm being completely honest, I already worked out my budget with my paycheck, but then yesterday at our monthly luncheon, your girl name got picked for I'm gonna say the sport season that we are in, because how can I put this? Y'all already know, like, I'm a graphic designer, but I haven't told y'all specifically where I work, just that it's a very well-known place and we are in the season of that sport and the team is doing extremely good. So anytime that we have top winners, they draw names throughout the company and my name got picked. So I was able to go to the little spin board, spin for some money, and your girl won an extra $150. So definitely wasn't expecting that. So like I said, I had already worked out my budget for my paycheck. I already knew what was going to be left in the bank. But then we got that and then the reallocation. So yeah, so enough chit chat. Let's get straight into the video because I really don't want this video to be too long. Yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great day. It is Friday here. It is Friday, May 23rd. We worked a half a day today because you know, it's the Friday before a holiday. So anytime there's a Friday before a holiday, yeah, our job takes off. We work a half a day. So I got off at 11:30 today. All right, so let me get my pen and let's get into this budget with me. So in real time, you guys will actually be seeing me this time around rework my budget. So I really wasn't planning on sitting down and recording today. If I'm being completely honest, my plan was to leave work, eat, which I just finished eating lunch, and then I was gonna go to bed because tonight we're actually hosting a paint and sip at my house. So I wanted to rest, but after I ate some food, I felt better and I had a little energy. So, you know, which is why we are doing this video. All right, so for I'm just gonna write paycheck. I'm gonna say big girl paycheck. That paycheck is $1,450.12. And then I need to write here my bonus. I'm just gonna write it as a bonus, which was the $150. So I got that in cash. And then I need to reallocate my travel money because I do have money left over. So I'm just gonna write travel. So I have $83 left over from travel out of the 113 from the last time you guys saw me budget. And then my 5K savings is what we will be reallocating today. And I don't know how much is in there. So let's go ahead and unstuff that really quickly. Okay, so this is my 5K savings. This is available in my Etsy. And yeah, like I fell behind because my budget changed, which is fine. My budget changed and things like that. And you know, I never finished March, and then I was trying to do March and April, and now we haven't started May and June. So I'm like, you know what, Taylor, it's fine. My goal was to try to save $10,000 this year. And I was going to do that by doing the 5K savings and the 100 envelope challenge. That was my goal. However, I said this in a previous video, with the 100 envelope challenge, I really wasn't in a rush to complete that. I was just hoping that I would, which would be a total of $10,000. But that's on pause. And then as far as my 5K, because my budget is changing, There's going to be a lot of changes coming very soon. I can't really get into the details, at least not yet. And yeah, we just got to make some adjustments, and that is okay. So you guys are seeing this in real time. So yeah, I mean, again, this is my challenge, so I can always, you know, restart it next year, or you never know, your girl might hit the lottery and then I can actually complete this challenge. But for now, we will be doing the 5K. We'll be switching from the 5K to the 2K savings, because I'm like, you know what, slow and steady wins the race. And the fact that my budget is changing, yeah, there are going to be some changes. All right, so let's go ahead and count this. Let's give this a count. I'm very excited to see how much I actually was able to save with the, I believe, the 2 months that I completed. So we have 100, 200, 300. So 300, 51, 52, 53, 54. So that was 400. Oh my gosh. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. So plus another 300. Woo! We are at 1,000. Wow. All right, so we have, oops, that's a 5. Okay. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. So plus 40. We have 5, 10, 15, 20. So plus 20. Then we have $2 in fours. I mean, $4 in twos plus $4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So plus 6. Wow. So with our 5K savings, we just unstuffed $1,070. So in today's video, we will be budgeting a total of $2,753.12. Okay, why did I clear that? All right, so that is amazing. Okay, so because I honestly already worked out my budget with just my paycheck, I'm just going to do this first. I'm going to do my paycheck first, and then I'll come back and reallocate everything else, so that one, I don't confuse myself, which will lead to me confusing you guys. So I'm just going to start with my paycheck. So $1,450.12. So y'all already know I tithe. Because I don't have enough room, I'm just going to write tithes right here, and I do tithe 10% of my paycheck, and that is automatically $183. So minus 183. And then I have Navy Federal, and I just have $10 going into that account every pay period. But if I'm being completely honest, I really don't use it. I only got it because it was free, and yeah. So minus 10, which will leave me with $1,257.12. So, all right, so next we have my bills, and I'm just gonna write bills buffer. I'm gonna write buffer. You guys already know that is always going to get $450. So minus 450, which will leave me with $807.12. $807.12. And then for my total for bills, minus these two, because I do not include that as far as bill, that's normally up here. The total is $450 for my bills total. So next we have my cash envelopes, and this is just mainly for my wallet. So gas is not going to get anything because we actually have a good bit in gas, and I think we have like 60 something dollars in gas. So that's why gas isn't getting anything. Spending, that is going to get $10. And eating out, that is actually going to get $100, and it's gonna get $100. One, because it is my normal. I normally do $35 for my eating out envelope, and I actually buffed it up. I think it was probably the last cash stuffing up to 40 because things are getting expensive. So that is the 40. And then the other 60 is for my two cousins' graduation. So both of I have two cousins that they are graduating from high school. So one is graduating this Saturday, and then another one is graduating next Friday. And normally, knowing my family, we're all going to go out to eat. So I just budgeted for that. I figured like $30 to go out to eat with them. I'm pretty sure like like my aunt and my uncle, like they'll have it covered, but just in case, like I just don't want to show up empty-handed. So $30 is for this Saturday, $30 is for next Friday, and then the $40 is for my normal cash stuffing for this category. So that is a total of $100. Coffee is not getting anything. And grocery, that is going to get $19. Medicine, that is going to get $15. Giving, that is going to get $5. And then my buffer for my wallet, that is going to get 10. So we have 807.12. So let's add this up. So $159 is the total. So for the 807.12 minus 159, that will leave me a balance of $648.12. So that takes care of my wallet. So next up we have my sinking funds, and we have beauty. That is going to get $10. My birthday, which is in December, that is going to get $20. Friends and family birthday, since Mother's Day is over, I believe the next birthday in my family is all the July babies. I don't think we have anybody in June. And then my mom's birthday is in July. So I have enough time to cash stuff. So that's going to get 10. Debt snowball, because I don't have to pay that back now. I'm going to slow down on cash stuffing my debt snowball category and just focus on things that I can get that needs to be done now, which is my car. So my car maintenance, it is going to get the $25 that debt snowball would normally get. So that takes care of that. My car taxes, that is actually due next month, and we're going to cash stuff 40. And my Alasia, which is my niece, she's gonna get $5. And I actually ordered the hand sanitizer for her, y'all, so it should be arriving today. I'll see her tomorrow for my little cousin's graduation and I will give it to her then. My mom, she's gonna get 25. Business, that is gonna get $5. Clothes, your girl is going for a whole new look, so we do need to start cash stuffing that. That's gonna get 10. I don't have any travel plans coming up as of right now, so thankfully we don't have to stuff this too heavy. And even though I have money left over from traveling, again, I'm just going to reallocate that to other stuff that are just priority right now. And then with travel, we're going to start over. And I'll explain to you guys in a second once I finish this how I have money left over. So travel is going to get 10. And my Apple, which has all of my subscriptions, that is going to get $15. So let's add all of that up. So that will be $175 total. And then it will be the 648.12 minus 175, which will leave me with $473.12. All right, so that takes care of my sinking funds. Now for my saving challenges. My roll the dice, that is going to get $16. My primary savings, that is going to get $20.12. Since it has all that money in my savings, I'm not really like worried about heavily stuffing my my savings account, so $20.12 is fine with me. My emergency savings, because I did have to unstuff that for my car, I didn't want to drain it completely. So I did take some money out. I don't remember how much we took out, but I want to add it back. So we're pretty much just paying myself back. So I won't be marking off anything for the trackers and stuff when I do my cash stuffing, since I'm pretty much just like putting money back. So my emergency savings is going to get $50. My ABC, which I miss doing, we're just going to do 25. Slow and steady wins the race. And then my challenges, I'm gonna do $250 because why? Because I deserve it. And this is all from my paycheck. And then for my 2K savings, because we are switching from the 5K to the 2K, I just budgeted for $11. Because if I'm being completely honest, like I had an idea of how much was in here, but I was thinking more like $800. I was not expecting like $1,000. And then I just figured like, okay, this is 5K for the year, this is 2K for the year. So I was thinking like whatever money is here, of course, reallocate it to the 2K. However, I figured there was going to be money left over, and then one of the icons was $11. So I was like, you know what, let me just budget for $11. So that's why the 2K is getting $11. So let's go ahead and add that up, and I believe that is it. $372.12 is what we have for my saving challenges. So let's go ahead and deduct the $473.12 from the $372.12, which will leave me with $101 left in the bank as a buffer. And I am extremely happy about that, because y'all, when I tell y'all like I reworked this budget, yeah, I just reworked a lot of stuff, and just like figuring out like where can I pull from, what can we make adjustments to, what category. So the fact that I haven't even reallocated this yet, and I was able to save myself an extra $101 this pay period, like so happy. So happy. So that is it for my, oh, I didn't tell you how much will be cash stuffing. So let me get a highlighter. Okay, so I have a highlighter, so I need to highlight what's going to stay in the bank. So my buffer stays in the bank, so we don't need to do that for the cash stuffing. Apple, that stays in the bank. And then my primary savings, that's also going to stay in the bank along with this $101. So yay! Okay, All right, so now, so my paycheck is done. So I'm going to start with travel. Travel has $83. So you guys know that I actually budget for $113, and I now have $83 left in my budget in my travel category. So out of this weekend, with me spending time with my tribe, hey tribe, I only spent $30. And I was able to only spend $30 because as your girl was cleaning up, I actually found a $50 Visa gift card. I found a $50 Visa gift card, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're definitely using this. So when we went to the restaurants, when I tell you, like, your girl had everything calculated, like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna get that. And I had everything, like, bet, like, this is all gonna work out. And then when we all went out to, so that was like Friday night when we went to Jim and Nick's, my meal was like 30 something dollars. So I was like, all right, cool, that's including a tip or whatever. Top Golf was already paid for because I cashed app one of the ladies in my group, and then because she bought some envelopes for me, we did like an exchange, so that took care of that. Then the next day we did alcohol tasting at the Firefly Distillery, and that was only $15. So that was also taken care of. And then when we went to dinner, my uncle actually came and paid for everyone's meal. So that was like a huge blessing, huge unexpected blessing. He paid for everyone's meal. And then what else? Later on that evening, because I had food left over, I just ate that for dinner. And oh, we did axe throwing. So axe throwing was also taken care of. That was part of the money that I sent the lady in my group, and that was taken care of. And then the next day we went to church, so that was free. And then we went to dinner again one last time, and one of the ladies, the tribe leader, she paid for everybody's meal. So that was also another, blessing. And what else after that? Oh, we went to a Senior Tequila, which is a Mexican spot. And how did I pay for that? I want to say I took money out of here. I want to say I took money out of the category. And then the next day we went to eat again before leaving, and I had like a few change left on my $50 gift card, so I just used that. And then I told her, whatever's left, let me know, I'll give you the difference in the cash. And then that's how it all worked out. So like, I'm definitely happy. So that is how I was able to have $83 left over for my travel category. So now the reallocating. Okay, so for the reallocating for my travel, which is $83, we are going, I believe my car taxes is $118. I believe that is $118. And then we have $40 that we are adding this time around, so minus $40. And I believe we cashed up $40 last time. So I'm going to take $38 from my travel, and that will take care of my car taxes. So that will be done. So I'm just going to write plus 38. Because I already have this cash here, I'm not gonna like take to the bank, get denominations, cash stuff it, then take it back out. So I'm just gonna put that to the side and just cash stuff the $40. And then when I do my cash stuffing, add the $40 plus just $38, doesn't matter how it is, and deposit it into the bank because yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. So that leaves me with $45. And then because my mom hasn't gotten something for a while, I'm just going to give her the full $45. So plus 45 for her. So I think she would appreciate that. So minus the 45. So that takes care of my travel reallocation. Now, for the bonus, I have no idea how I want to do this. Like, you know, when you just have more money and you don't know what to do with it, like that's how I feel right now. Like I really don't know what to do with this. I just know if I have it sitting around, I'm going to be like, oh, I have $50. Like, let me just use this really quickly. So, and I don't want to do that. So let's see how I want to do this really, really quickly. Okay, so because I really don't know what to do with the 150, if I'm being completely honest, I'm just going to add it to my savings. We're just going to add it to my savings. I'm just going to write 150 here. Because I don't want to like make a, what's it called? I don't want to make a spontaneous decision about where to reallocate the money. So I want to really actually sit and think about it. So for now, I'm just going to add the 150 to my savings. And then when I'm ready to cash stuff it, I'll just take it out. So that takes care of that. And now for my 5K savings. I am so excited about this one. Okay, sorry y'all, my mom came home. Yeah, I actually just got some bad news. So I'm still just kind of like taking it in, but overall I'm okay. So just found out that my other grandmother, my mom's mom, her sister died, literally like probably about 10 minutes ago. So that is just insane. But it was expected, because she was sick for a while. So yeah, I mean, even though it's expected, you know, it still hurts, but yeah. So I guess for travel, because she literally just told me the tickets were going to be $200. So definitely that 150 I'm just going to add to travel now, and that will give that I can't even think, 160. I'm just going to leave that. I'm still going to add that to the like transfer in a way so that I can just pay my mom for the train ticket. But yeah, but overall, y'all, like I'm okay right now. I'm okay. Pretty sure like I'll have my moment like later, because you know my grandmother's sister, this is my other grandmother sister. Yeah, but I'm okay. I'm okay. So let's continue. All right, so for the 2K savings, I am so excited about this reallocation. Is it reallocation? Reallocating? Whatever. So this is the 2K savings. Yeah. Okay, so excited. All right, so I'm just gonna have to, how am I gonna have to do this? All right, so we did budget for $11. So I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna write 2K savings. All right, cool. So definitely we're not gonna do the bonus right now because that is for the, and that, what is a coincidence that this is $150. All right, so we're just gonna add that there. So I'm just gonna do the full amount. So for January, I'm just gonna write J for January. That is $131. So minus 131. Bada boom, bada bam. January is complete. All right, so February. That is 195. So minus 195. All right, February is complete. Okay, okay. So March is 123. So minus 123. Bada boom, bada bam. Okay, already I feel accomplished. I feel like small wins. And this is why small wins like just makes you feel great. makes you feel like you did a whole lot when you barely did anything. All right, so for April, that is $133, so minus 133. May, we are in the month of May, so that is 139, so minus 139. For June, we have a good bit left, and so it's like I don't want to cheat by, so I guess for June, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get a jump start on that. So I'm just going to do the full 194. So for June, 194. And then July, we can actually get a head start on July. So we have 155 left over, and then this is 162. So the 155 plus the 11, how much is that? Yo, is that plus 11? Oh my goodness. 162. Wow, so that leaves me with $4. And we can add that $4 for August. Y'all, I promise y'all, I did not reallocate. That just happened to just work out. And I based the $11 off of June. Where did I get $11 from? Was I looking at the wrong one? Yeah, I promise you, one of these things had $11. And I was okay, cool, we'll do $11. But I see my eyes are definitely playing tricks on me now, but it's okay. So that is how we're going to reallocate that 5K savings. And that is that. So we have the 5K savings, which is right here. So there's no need for me to go to the bank. That cash is here. The $83 for my travel is in my wallet, so that's good. The 150 is literally $150, so 150. I have that cash. So the only thing we need to cash plan for is for my paycheck. And we will be cash stuffing a total of, okay, now I figured it out. I promise this time I figured it out. So I went ahead and I wrote down our total income, which is the $2,753.12 minus the 101. So $2,652.12 is what we budget for today. Let's go ahead and clear that out. So $2,652.12 is what we budget out of that, and then that's what we have left. Now, let's go ahead and minus the $20.12 for our primary savings. So minus 20.12. And then we're going to minus the 15. And then we're going to minus the 450. Minus the 183 for tithes, because that also stays in the bank. Minus the $10 for our Navy Federal. So our total cash stuffing will be $1,974 is what we will be cash stuffing. Now to see how much I need to take out directly from my paycheck. So we need to minus the 1070, which is here. So minus $1,070. Then we need to minus the 183 because we have that cash already. So minus the 183. And then we need to minus the 150 for the cash because we have that already as well. So minus 150. $671 is what I need to withdraw from the bank. Ciao. All right, 671. So let me write out the cash plan, and then that will be the end of my budget with me. Okay, so I went ahead and just wrote everything out. Figured like, let me just go ahead and wrap up this video. So yeah, so for the cash planning, again, we will be cash stuffing. withdrawing $671 from my paycheck. And of course, you guys already know the amount. So spending 10, so we did $10. Eating out is gonna get 100, so four 20s, 4 5s. Grocery, $19, so a 10, a 5, and a 1. Medicine is gonna get 10 and a 5, so 15. Giving is gonna get 5. Buffer is gonna get 10, so it's gonna get a 5 and 5 ones. Beauty is going to get $10. Birthday is just gonna get a 20. Friends and family is gonna get 10. Carmen's is gonna get 20 and 5, so 25. Car taxes is gonna get 40. So 2 20s. Alasia's just gonna get $5. My mom is gonna get 20 and 5. Business, $5. Clothes, $10. Travel, $10. Roll the dice, a 10, a 5, and a 1, so 16. Emergency savings is gonna get 50. My challenges is gonna get 7 20s, 6 10s, 8 5s, and 10 1s, so 250. My ABC is gonna get 4 5s and 5 1s, and then for my 2K savings is gonna get 10 and a 1. So altogether we have $150, so $50. And then we have 16 20s, so that's 320. Then we have 15 10s, so 150. 25 5, so 125. And then $26 in ones, so $671. So the math is mathin'. Love it when the math. Why? Say it with me, because it says xoxo, baby. But that is it, you guys. That is it for today's budget with me / reallocation. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. While you're thinking about it, go ahead and subscribe to your girl channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and like, comment, share this video. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.